This VHS tape is giving me a little trouble. Let's see what it's doing and let's see if we can fix it. Welcome to the channel. I'm Sean with Emerald Coast Digitizing. I convert tapes and films to digital here in Pensacola, Florida. If you need someone to do this for you, check out my website, emeraldcoastdigitizing.com. Let's get on with the video. So if you're not new to this channel, you know that I put all my tapes through rewinders to rewind them before I try to transfer them. And this is what this one's doing. It's going real slow. Looks okay. Doesn't really look like anything's wrong with it, but I'm telling you, there's something wrong with this tape. So we'll put it in this player here, and we'll see what's going on with it. And it's probably mostly recorded TV. Now that's an artifact from Elgato. So that's not actually the tape. Alright, I clicked fast forward and it stopped it. And it wants to kick it out. And it's definitely not at the end. Ooh, look at that. So we got something going on with it. Inside of this tape, it's just not progressing the way it's supposed to. Let's see if we can see what it's doing. I know there's not a ton of light over here, but still see what's going on. So press play. Oh, you see that? It almost ate it. Now a lot of these tapes are just recorded TV, so I'm not too worried about it. But we'll press play. We're gonna watch it right here. Looks like it's doing fine now. And I've been trying to get this tape to work for a while now. I think maybe I've broken it free mostly, so it's not doing it anymore. But just to show the problem, we'll put it in fast forward. We'll see if it happens. Now, I'm really just not seeing the problem like I was a few seconds ago. I think I must have just broke it out. Okay, here we go. Press play again. If you watch the right side of the film, it wants to bunch up. There it goes. And that's not my player, that's the... Something's going on with the tape and it shut down the VCR. And it's not doing it all the time, it's just every once in a while it'll get held up and it'll stop my capture. And in that scenario, we're just gonna take this tape apart. It's one of those things where got the Kodak reels taken apart over here. It's just one of those things where, like, if you're not paying attention, you won't notice that this kind of stuff is happening, because the tape plays for a while and it's fine, and then all of a sudden it stops and acts like the tape is done, and then it ejects the tape. And that's every player I've put it in. I didn't just put it in those two players. It's not, the player isn't the problem, it's something's going on with the tape. And I don't know if we're going to be able to identify what's going wrong with it, but we'll at least take it apart and look. Everything looks okay. If it's me, I would guess that these are... something's getting hung up over here, but... okay. This could be our problem. This reel's broken. And maybe every once in a while it's getting hung up. So look, yeah, you couldn't tell. Yeah, open it up and check them out. So maybe that tape was dropped or something. But there's, I don't think I can pop this back in. I think it's broken. Yeah. Could hot glue it. But I think it's best just to replace that whole reel on that side. Let's see if I have one that looks like it. That's a little different. That looks about the same. It's a little yellow, but should do the trick. So we'll just cut it off at our leader here. And I've got a little machine down here that I use to rewind the tapes back on the reels, but we're just going to use the one of the rewinders to show that you can do this at home with a rewinder. So we'll sit our reel on here. It's our customer tape. And what we're going to do is we're going to make sure this reel is all the way on this left side. And with the rewinder, if you pop the lid off the top of the rewinder, it's very easy. You just pop the lid off. It's one of these. It sits on it just like that. You just pop that off. And there's a little trigger right here. You can use this trigger. And you just hold that down. Make sure that this is kind of held in place with your hand. And then once it's going, you just kind of sit here and babysit it. And you can do this pretty much on any rewinder that has a forward and a reverse option. Fast forward, reverse. So we'll just put everything on this side and then we'll put our other reel on. We're getting close to the end of this job, so just a couple problem tapes here that at the end I try to fix them. Been working on this job for a couple days now. This is day 3. Should be finished with it today. Today's just going to be kind of an easy day where I just do a few repairs and then that'll be it. So we'll just take our leader tape here and we'll splice it like that. And we just want to make sure that that can roll up easily. And we're going to put that back in our original housing. Yeah, this tape is probably just recorded TV. Not a big deal, but figured it was a good chance to show you guys just the little things that can go wrong that you might not notice right away, and what a lot of companies just probably aren't even looking for. And the spring came off this, so I've got to put this back together. Spring's right here. And when we put the tape back together, what we want to hear is we want to hear clicking, an easy turn on that side, and the same on the other side, which sounds pretty good. So now we're all fixed. This probably won't allow us to close it, so we'll flip it over. We'll put our dust cap back on the way it's supposed to be. That's working right. And then sticker back on, flip it back over, and we're going to screw it back together. And I'm pretty confident that that was our problem. I mean, that could have ended in kind of badly if you had put it in fast forward or reverse and not seen that in the VCR. It could have came off the reel, or you know, if this wasn't recorded TV, then we'd be in trouble. Maybe have some problems with getting a good capture in some parts. Some parts might have been destroyed. But that is the good thing about VHS tapes versus like DVDs and CDs. A scratch on a CD pretty much ruins the whole thing, but you know, if you have a bad day with your VCR, you're probably only going to lose a few minutes or a few seconds from this. But we'll put it in and see if it works, and we'll go ahead and capture this while we're at it. We're just using Elgato here. Elgato is actually pretty great if you know how to use it. The Deadpool. So this is definitely just recorded TV, but we'll let it play. We'll see what it's doing. And like I said, you know, it was in bad shape. It was recording fine, and then it would stop all of a sudden. And clearly the beginning of the tape is in bad shape. But it's running now and cleared up. So I'll just let it go. Hopefully that helped you guys. Check out these other videos. It was fun doing a repair video. I hadn't done one in a while, but thank you guys. See you in the next video.